my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies. I'm still, like, I'm saying I'm still recovering from my little head cold. I'm really not sick anymore. I'm still having like some sinus stuff, but I have been able to work out these last few days where I really like didn't get much done at all last week. And there was even like a lag, like I had so many like backlogged readings that I had done, and in between now and then I've almost uploaded all of those, so I'm just like, oh, we need to get some other readings out. So we have the Angel Answers deck, and I'm gonna layer the Kipper on top of that for our Oracle, and then I have that little blue patterned working deck that I typically use. Nothing really channeled, I'm just getting a reading out. And then we're gonna go feed Phoebe. I know Phoebe, like y'all don't see her and I don't talk about her a lot. Y'all typically will see Misha or Dasa in the foreground or the background, but I also take care of another cat. Her name is Phoebe and she is a foster cat and she has special needs. I've never taken care of a neurodivergent cat before. And while she has her ways, and you definitely have to interact with her in a very specific way, she's a big sweetie. Oh, ugh. Another one of these. We have You're Ready, Not the Right Time. So yeah, choose a new direction. I don't know. Because this is the, I don't know about frustrating thing about manifestation or creating the things that you want in your life, but there can be times when you are absolutely ready for something, ready to do something, but the things around you are not ready. And it doesn't mean that you'll never create what you want, but that choose a new direction. It could be that you need to focus your attention elsewhere, at least for a little while, and wait for other things to come together, because it is in fact not all about us. But I know that that can be very, very frustrating when you feel that you are ready and you're doing all of the things, but it's just not time. And if we try and force things, that can even turn into a kind of disaster. But usually it's just, it'll feel like you hitting up against a brick wall for whatever it is that you're looking to create. I mean, I think we were getting that message every once. It's not quite the same, but it was sort of like, you're ready, wait. Take action, wait. So what do we have at the bottom of the deck? Yes, something going on outside of you. This is not like, we'll see as we get further into the read, but we have someone who is definitely all up in their headspace about something. And what I'm thinking is, this is not y'all. This is someone else, or even this can be, if it's not an actual person, this could be like the universe with you in mind, the situation with you in mind. But I'm thinking it's likely a person, we'll see, who is definitely in their headspace about you or something going on. But we have bad health here. And what I'm getting from bad health is that, like, this is a reflection of not the right time. Not necessarily that anybody is sick or anything like that. It's just that the conditions are not correct. It would be bad health. It's like you can't really grow something when you're in bad health or when the conditions are in bad health. And it's something in your surroundings, in the community. It has nothing to do with you, but yet it's going to need to be worked on, not necessarily by you. It's sort of like, for now, it's sort of like not the right time, choose a new direction. You need to go in a different direction or work on something else or focus on something else while this situation works itself out. And it's likely you will be alerted to when we have better timing on this. Like an external condition would be different, or someone would in fact tell you or respond to you differently. So we'll get the tarot out, and then we will look at everything all together. Yeah, there's something or somebody who needs to like meet you halfway, and that other person or situation is not ready yet. Because what I see here is like, we're ready over here. We're ready to take action. We're ready to go somewhere. We're ready for the mindset shift, like, or the mindset shift has already happened, and like your reality, your little personal reality is ready and raring to go. But over here, I've got someone or so, like this Five of Cups, like it's that bad health thing. And I don't know that this is registering as grief in the moment. It's just sort of like the conditions need to balance themselves. And it's not you. And it's like a slow process in the material world. It's something else. It's something else at the moment. All right. Let me shuffle this again because we will likely be layering. Yeah, I think you're eventually going to get to where you want to go. It's just, you know, patience, not giving up, trying not to let the situation frustrate you too much. Okay. And I'm getting this as a reflection of you right now. So we have family room coupled with success, as well as the Seven of Pentacles. And what I'm seeing from that is like family room meaning privately, like your space, you personally. You're ready, like I said, like you're ready. You've done everything you need to do. And now it's like, you're kind of watching and being like, well, what am I, like, what else? Like, I've done all of the things. Yes, okay, yes, you have, all right? That's not a mistake, because sometimes we can get in our heads about that and start like just the garden metaphor, over watering, over planting, over tilling. Nope, there's nothing else for you to do. Like I said, it's like the conditions in like outside of yourself, because this person again is outside of this and looking at it. That needs to come together. That needs space to do what it's gonna do. Oh my gosh. Good Lord. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. I'm not quite sure how to take this except as literally right now. We have romance coupled with the marriage card. Underneath that, we have the Hierophant. That's literally marriage. Like literally, like it's not like, oh, we have two energies that are coming together in union, the masculine and the feminine. Like, to me, that is a literal relationship, a literal legal marriage, or something to the equivalent of. So it may be that you are maybe working on coming into a marriage, creating a marriage, or if you are already in a marriage or something like it, it may be that you're trying to work on something specific with your partner. But a marriage is, unless you are in a polyamorous situation, that's two people. And even if you have more people, if you are in a polycule or whatever, there's only, like, if other people aren't willing to work Like, you can't carry the relationship by yourself. So, and you know, there's a way to give people time with that, because not everybody who you're in a relationship or a marriage with is going to work on things the way you work on them, and they're not going to do it in the same time that you do it in, and nor in a way that maybe that you understand. But I would say if you are in a marriage or a relationship and something like that is going on, as long as you are keeping communication open and as non-judgmental as possible, I mean, obviously if it's a marriage and you're in a very serious commitment, then you want to give that person time. The only way that that changes is if you've done something, you know what, I don't even need to go there, because what I'm getting is like, this is probably not that situation. But if you are in a marriage and something, like the marriage is in bad health and you feel that you have done your work and the cards are reflecting that you have, what you need to do is give the other person space and not be on their case. Even though that may be challenging for you, you need to choose another direction and let this person do whatever it is that they're going to do. They need the space to do whatever it is they're going to do, even if that thing is nothing, because that is when you take a different course of action. But right now your focus needs to be directed elsewhere to allow this other party or situation to make their decisions and do whatever it is. Yeah, so what I get at the moment is that you are likely, we've got be assertive and poverty. With whatever situation or relationship that you're in right now, you likely feel like you are in this alone. And I think if that continues, you are being asked to use your discernment on the situation, your better judgment. Is this something that you want to deal with long term? Have things actually run their course. Because if you are in a relationship where you're the only one doing the work and you feel consistently alone, that is not a relationship that you want to stay in. So let's go around again. Something's going to shift. Like with this Seven of Pentacles, something is going to present itself to you. And there's nothing you need to do that. All you need to do is observe. I think, yeah. Of course, I'm not going to know until I pull on this last card, but we got the Six of Cups on this Hierophant. Let me pull on this last, because I need to see the whole thing in context. Okay. What I am seeing, even under the deck, is if you allow this space, it is likely you are going to get what you want from this relationship. This other person is going to come around, but sort of in the time where you're giving this space, you are directing your focus to something else. Like, this is like not your partner or whatever this situation is. And like, you should be reflecting back, I think, over the course of the relationship itself. Because even when this shift happens, and it's looking like a very positive shift, that's sort of the start of the work together, because you're going to have to be assertive with this person or your partner in what you are not going to accept going forward. But that needs to be done in a very particular way. Like in this Queen of Cups energy, you don't want to be in Queen of Swords for that, especially if someone is coming to you in vulnerability. All right. Yeah, this, like I said, there's going to be a shift that is outside of your control. So instead of trying to do a whole bunch of things, just let it go. Let it go. And I'm actually going to give another narrative for this after we go around for someone who is not currently in a partnership. Yeah, it really looks like, especially if things are really troubled now or you're feeling kind of hopeless, it really looks like things are going to shift for the better for y'all and for those of you who are currently not in partnership. So try not to, and that's why you need to direct your focus somewhere else, because if you are in fact like have been in this place of I'm doing all the things alone, I'm in emotional poverty with this person, I'm in communicative poverty, vulnerability poverty, it's like this person wouldn't be opening up to you or something like that. And it would be a pattern. If you have been in that energy with them for a while, you need to change your focus because like they're almost not going to be able to change if you're holding them in that particular energy. If you are thinking at them, oh, I already know that you're not, like, I've already given up on this situation. There's giving up on this situation, and then there is letting go. And it's different. Letting go can be done in love. Giving up is typically going the despair route, and that's not going to help you. So get your focus off of them so they can change. And that includes tarot readings, by the way. I know you're receiving this one right now. If you are watching negative tarot readings or clicking on titles that are just like, this person doesn't do shit for you, like blah, 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 like stop watching those tarot readings. That's not helping you. Yeah, this is, all right. Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna give you some bottom of the deck energy, but who we had come out is this King of Swords. This is someone, like we have a pair here, who someone is going to be way more like emotional, compassionate, willing to give of themselves emotionally, like doing a lot of that labor. And we have someone here who's really not in that space. They're going to become, like they might not even understand how to value that. They're going to be coming from a place of like logicking everything, which is not great for a emotional or romantic relationship. This person is going to be emotionally cold, perhaps even unforgiving and withholding, or they wouldn't see the point. It's not that they're like withholding to punish you. It's just that they actually don't see the point. They don't see how that is conducive to the situation. So this person also might be on a bit of a high horse. I don't know, but they're gonna have to come out of that if they want to have this work, and I think that they will. I think that they are going to get a wake-up call, but it's, and I'm gonna show you what's under the deck with that. It's only gonna be after you just take your attention off of them entirely. and perhaps even go your own way for a little while. I'm not talking about ending the relationship or ending the marriage, but just frankly not giving, and letting them figure it out. Anything else I need to say about them? Like, this person would be a good communicator, but only in a certain way, like not their emotions, which might be challenging for you because you're like, you can communicate with me on A, B, C, and D, but not where it counts, right? And they don't understand that. This person might also be a bit defensive. So underneath the deck, we have this situation likely balancing out successfully, but only when you just take the focus off this person and put it onto yourself. Get into your confidence, your power, your self-care, whatever, and live your life. Because even when you're in something like a marriage, you still have your own life. You still have your own identity. So focus on you and your own material world, doing what makes you happy. And once you do that, this person is likely going to have the space to come into you in the material world, into this material fulfillment with you. And like, when you are strong enough to do this, to stand on your own in the relationship that way, the change that you want is likely going to happen fairly quickly. Yeah, it seems like this person needs to break out of some things. But I'm gonna leave that because, like, if it comes out on the table in the next round, I will certainly say something about it. But like, this person is like, they need to reach some sort of understanding with their personal situation, and it has to do with the way this person thinks about themselves, about other people, and about relationships in general. And that's not going to happen with you. It's going to happen with themselves. I'm actually being called to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to shuffle this one more time and then I'm going to say it because someone likely needs to hear it, even though it's a bit painful. This person may have the mentality of never being satisfied. And it doesn't matter who it is they're with. They are just never satisfied. That's their own issue. But the thing is, what it leads this person to do, no matter what relationship they're in, is look outside the relationship. Now, I do not see infidelity here, but what I did see was someone thinking about other people and wondering, like, maybe things would be better over here, maybe, you know, that kind of stuff. And it is likely this person has had this pattern for a while. It's not something that would just be surfacing now. But this has no, like, and I know that sounds very like, oh my God, but like, what about me? Like, I like do all this and I'm a valuable person and, you know, I've given so much to the relationship. Doesn't matter. When someone is in that sort of headspace, you could be like a full-on physical 10, like doing all of the work, making life incredibly easy for another person. They still would not, like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with this other person and wherever they picked up that mentality. And so they need to figure out what it is they actually want. And I believe what it is looking like so far is that they are going to come to understand this particular pattern that they have. And the relationship will be renewed after that happens. But it's still going to be work, because just somebody recognizing that doesn't mean that it goes away. But the only reason why I'm mentioning it is because if you're blaming yourself for anything, you can stop. It's not you. It is this other person. So even if this person left you and got with an entire, oh, this person is so much better than like my little person over here, they would feel that way for a while for the novelty of the new relationship, and then the pattern would repeat itself. All of a sudden, this person would be like the source of all the issues, and they're going to be looking elsewhere again. Yes, this, whatever it is that you're dealing with here is coming to an end. And like I said, this is what I was seeing at the, like this person, like, what this person, the negative pattern that this person is stuck in and may not be revealing to you is this idea of my happiness likely lies somewhere else with someone else. And so if they are you feel they're withholding from you or giving you the silent treatment, it's because while they haven't done anything, I don't think, and I'm getting the Ace of Swords with this truth right here, the current flavor of their energy, how they are directing their energy, is they're thinking like, should I end things with this person? And that's what you're going to have to contend with when you step away. You can't control that. You're gonna have to let them play that out. You have to, in fact, let them go. Allow them the space to do that. But like I said, it is likely it is not going to come to that in materiality. This person may think about it, but I don't really think that, they're gonna act on it. But they have to be free to act on it. Can you do that? Once you do that, it is likely this person will realize their little issue here. And they're going to, like I said, like they're going to come back around into like and understand and be willing to work on the existing relationship or the existing marriage. Yeah, likely y'all are gonna be fine. Like you're both going to do a whole bunch of inner work, self-reflection, all of that stuff, and then you will have something fresh. The scary part is you are going to have to move through that uncertainty to get to the healing. So I don't think we need to go around again. Let's see if we can get you maybe an outcome or best advice, depending on what it looks like in front of me. But you know, unfortunately, especially with very long-term relationships, that can be the reality of the situation. Relationships aren't perfect. They're not a full-on fantasy all the time, and I think people have a very hard time dealing with that. And that's why a lot of people end up in that sort of jumping from person to person thing, because they're thinking like the novelty, like that sort of exciting, oh, this like new, like that's what it is. Not realizing that literally every single person that they get with, they're gonna have an issue with. Yes, I think y'all are gonna be fine. I think y'all are gonna be fine, and it's gonna happen when you like energetically walk away, not actually. I mean, I don't know, you may need to take some time. When I say separation, I just mean like, you know, maybe someone goes to a hotel or to their mom's place for a while to give the other person space. But it's looking like this person is going to work through this stuff. Let's see. Yeah. You need to pull back and just be in silence, be in yourself, and not act for this stuck situation to transform. That's it. And so I'm sorry that right now things are probably a little bit scary for you, especially if you're someone who like is very proactive and very much we gotta work on this and like blah, blah, like having the action plan and all of that. It's like, I know, but sometimes it's the exact wrong thing. So if that rattles you, and if it is very hard for you to let go of this person, I understand, but it is the exact right thing to do. My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, I'm so sorry. I realized I never gave the alternate reading for someone who is not currently in partnership but would like to be. It's kind of the same thing. It's just that you have likely done a whole bunch of work on yourself, and it is time for you to just sort of let go, like especially if you're someone who really wants to be in a relationship, like really wants to be in a marriage, whatever it is. You are being encouraged to let that go. Not that you like can't have it or whatever, but you're putting pressure on it by focusing on it so much. Things have to come together. And once you let it go and release that pressure, it is likely it will have the space to come in when whatever partnership, whatever person who is ready or becoming ready for partnership is actually ready.